We're right here at Cutteru, which is a camp that was designated nonprofit land by the Army Corps of Engineers many years ago. My wife and I have been working out at the lake for many years and had prayed about a long-term lease. And I recently got a call from the Army Corps of Engineers saying, "Would you take over this nonprofit lease?" And I said, "What do you mean take over the nonprofit lease?" I said, "I thought that all the leases were taken, and what you see back behind me is an old scout camp." And I said, "I don't understand." And they said, "Well, the miracle you've been praying for is right here before you. Would you take a 25-year lease?" And so we met with our board and prayed about it, and we recently took a 25-year lease here at Camp Cutteru. Cutteru has 42 acres, and that's broken up, the best I understand it, with about 38 acres in woods. So that would be Kansas forest, and there's not much Kansas forest. The rest of that would be in 2 small meadows. And so we have a lodge right here behind me. We have some portas and a little pavilion and a small rustic amphitheater. We've recently built a mile of trail that was built for an Eagle Scout, for his Eagle Scout project. And you can hear a drone above me. That reminds us that the largest Army division and longest running Army division in the United States Army is just across the street. That's called Big Red 1, and they have 30,000 troops. Once we signed the lease, we were wondering how God could use this, since it was so filled with nettles, stinging nettles, along with the poison ivy, poison oak, and we have a record number of ticks here on the property. So we started making the property better and easier accessible by people, where they could come and have a safe experience, a fun experience, and hopefully a God encounter. And so in that process, I put a dream out on a bulletin board, and that would have been on Volunteer Christian Builders. So I went through the application, the interview, and put this dream out there to build cabins here someday. My dream post said in 2019 we would like for someone to come and start building cabins. But I recently got contacted by the Volunteer Christian Builders, and they said someone wants to come and build right now. And so I talked to that crew chief, and we actually have people coming to build the cabins 1 month from now. As we speak, we're putting those foundations together so that the cabins can be built on these foundations. So we have a project team here right now working on the gravel foundation with a 6x6 border. So when we came and saw what the scouts had done, we found that they had a 30x40 building right here behind us, and the Girl Scouts would camp over across Rush Creek to my right. And as we looked at that, we thought it would be really awesome if we could have this building, what we call the lodge, be a 4-season building. And so we're going to use the building team that's coming to help make this building insulated. We'll have it air conditioned, and we'll also put heat in it. And so we're real excited to do that. And as we build cabins over on what we'll call the West Meadow, the cabins that will be built will also be insulated, have air conditioning and heating. So what was used at one time just for one camping trip a year for the Scouts is now going to be used year-round. And we're really excited to make disciples who make disciples who make disciples right here on this property.